Welcome to Backbone Unlimited. I'm Matt Hartsky. Today's episode is for the guys who hear the words backcountry elk hunting and start to wonder if their best days are behind them. If you're in your 40s, 50s, or even beyond, and you're asking, can I still do this? Can I still chase elk in the mountains and come out with a full pack? The answer is heck yes, you can. But let's be honest, it's different now. Your body doesn't bounce back like it used to. Your knees talk to you on the way down the mountain. You can't skip sleep, eat junk, and grind for 7 days straight anymore. That doesn't mean you're done. It just means you need to hunt smarter. So in this episode, we're diving deep into how to succeed as an older backcountry elk hunter. We'll cover physical prep, smart gear choices, smarter pacing, recovery, nutrition, and the mindset shift that makes all the difference. Let's get into it. Now, you're not over the hill, you're just at a different elevation. At 48, I know exactly where you're at. If you're over 40, if you're over 50, I'm getting close. If you're over 60, I've been hunting with my dad in his 60s and 70s for a long time now. And this idea that you're over the hill is complete garbage. You're not done, you're just different. What you lose in speed, you gain in wisdom. What you might lack in raw horsepower, you make up for with grit, discipline, and real-world hunting experience. And that matters more than many people realize. You know how to read a ridge. You know how to make a smart call at the right time. You've got decades of real decisions under your belt. You're hard to rattle, and that makes you dangerous in the elk woods or on any western backcountry hunt. So let's stop the pity party. You're not washed up. You're more capable than ever. And if you train right and hunt smart, you've got what it takes. Let's talk about the number one trap older hunters fall into. Here's where most guys over 40 go wrong. They try to hunt like they're 25 again. They charge up the mountain on day one, packing weight like they're invincible, run on adrenaline, and by day 3, their knees are shot, they're sore, and their recovery tank is empty. Here's the truth. If you want to be successful in the backcountry at this stage of life, you've got to pace it right from the start. That means prepping your body in the months before season, packing lighter, fueling smarter, and knowing how to stretch your energy across a full 7 to 10 day window. The mountain doesn't care how many tags you've punched before. You've got to respect the terrain, respect your body, and build a system that works for where you are now, not where you were 15 years ago. Let's talk physical prep, the right way to train after 40, because this all changed for me. Training for the backcountry after 40 isn't about killing yourself in the gym. It's about training to perform, recover, and be well-rounded. Here's the framework I use with my clients and myself. Strength first. You don't need to be a bodybuilder, but you do need functional strength. Deadlifts, step-ups, lunges, weighted carries. These protect your joints, improve stability, and make that pack out suck less. Number 2, you got to have cardio that transfers. Long, slow distance, build your base. Rucking uphill with weight or at a stadium, build your lungs and legs. Intervals add resilience, doing something for a short period of time, taking a short rest, and then repeating again so you can be more intense. But don't overdo the volume. Focus on intensity and repeatability. Third thing we got to work on is mobility and recovery. If you're not stretching and rolling now, start. Tight hips and stiff ankles lead to injury on uneven terrain. Add 10 to 15 minutes a day of mobility work. It'll pay off in spades. We've got to work core and stability. Train your core, balance, and single leg stability. Hunting isn't a 2-footed gym movement where we're moving linearly. It's stepping on rocks, side hilling, crouching, and drawing your bow in awkward spots. You don't need to out-train a 20-year-old. You just need to outlast the mountain. Build durability, not just strength. At this point, recovery becomes the name of the game. At 25, you can sleep 4 hours on the ground, eat a granola bar, and climb 2,000 feet before daylight. At 45, If you try that, you'll burn out halfway through the week and wonder why your body quit. As you get older, recovery isn't a luxury, it's the whole game. Here's how I stay in the fight. Sleep setup matters. Invest in a quality pad that actually cushions. Pack a lightweight pillow. Elevate your hips if your back gets tight, or sleep with the leg pillow between the legs, or your puffy crumpled up, rolled up between your legs. Hydration is critical. Your muscles cramp faster when you're low on fluids. Salt, electrolytes, and a steady intake of clean water should be non-negotiable. I've got a full video on hydration here. Food is fuel. Don't eat like you're on a backpacking trip. Eat like you're fueling performance. Prioritize protein, clean fats, and real carbs, not just trail mix and bars. I've got another video here on how to calculate your exact calories for the backcountry. Midday rest. I take a legit 30 to 60 minute break midday when I can. It keeps my legs fresh, lowers inflammation, and helps me stay sharp for the evening hunt. You don't need to baby yourself, but if you ignore recovery, your body will shut the hunt down early, and that's avoidable. I also like to hunt slower, which can also mean more effectively. Here's the gift that comes with age. You don't rush things anymore. Instead of bombing across drainages, you slow down and hunt methodically. You move with intention. You glass longer. You sit where you know bulls travel instead of just chasing sounds. That's where older hunters thrive. So here's how to hunt smarter. Plan shorter, but more strategic stalks. Don't be afraid to let a bull walk if the setup isn't right. Set up where elk want to be. Water, benches, saddles. Let them come to you. Work the transition zones. I've got another full video up here that talks about one of my favorite hunting tactics in the transition zones. It's amazing for older hunters who don't want to try to put in those 20-mile days. Call less, think more. You've got years of intuition, so I encourage you to use it. Let your patience be your weapon. Younger hunters often burn out. You stay consistent. This is how you outlast the crowd and kill bulls when others are hiking out. Another area you can control, pack smarter to move lighter. When you're younger, you can get away with packing everything but the kitchen sink, but now every ounce counts. Here's how I trim my kit. Ultralight shelter system, minimal but reliable. Efficient layering system, no bulky extras. Hydration setup that works, bladder or bottles, electrolytes, and purification. Streamlined food, calorie dense, high protein, fast digesting. Only what I've used on real hunts. If it's never come out of the pack, it doesn't get to go back in. I keep my pack under 35 to 40 pounds for a multi-day hunt, minus food, that's manageable and still gives me the essentials. Less weight equals more days in the backcountry, plain and simple. What a lot of backcountry hunting boils down to is upstairs. So let's talk about adjusting the mental game after 40. Here's something not a lot of guys talk about. Hunting in your 40s, 50s, and 60s can mess with your head if you let it. You remember how strong and fast you were. You feel like you should still be able to go out all day without pain or fatigue. And when your body doesn't cooperate, you start doubting yourself. But here's what I'll say. This season of life brings a different kind of power. You've been through battles. You've failed. You've succeeded. And you know what matters. The guys who thrive in the backcountry after 40 are the ones who embrace where they are now, not who they used to be. Hunt with purpose. Hunt with patience. Hunt like every step matters, because it does. Your best days aren't behind you. They're ahead of you if you're willing to do the work. It's also important to have realistic expectations in order to get real results. Don't compare yourself to the guy on YouTube who's 26, shredded, and packs out a bull solo 6 miles deep. You're playing a different game now, and that's okay. Success for you might look like glassing more efficiently, setting up ambush points based on sign and proven patterns, hunting those transitions, not just sound and chasing bugles. Killing a bull 1 mile in instead of 6. I don't really care how far away the bull is, as long as he gets killed. Recovering faster between hunts and being ready for a second trip. Enjoying the process without beating yourself up for not going beast mode. This isn't about proving anything to anybody. It's your hunt. It's about hunting smarter, enjoying it longer, and showing the younger generation what toughness really looks like. If you're over 40 and thinking about elk hunting the backcountry, do it. Not because it's easy, but because you're still built for the challenge. You're still wired for grit, and you've still got a fire in your chest that says, I'm not done. Train smart, recover better, hunt with patience, and keep showing your backbone, because this lifestyle doesn't belong just to the young. It belongs to the driven. And if you've still got the drive, then you still belong out there. Thanks for checking out Backbone Unlimited. If this episode hit home for you, share it with a hunting buddy who's in the same season of life. And if you want more training plans, gear, trips, coaching for guys who refuse to quit, join us inside Team Backbone. Hunt hard, hunt the backcountry over 40, never settle.